The ocean has a way of silencing the most experienced sailors when the boundary between predator and prey dissolves into a moment of pure and undeniable communication that challenges every law of the wild. On the 1st of April 2026, a small fishing vessel off a remote coast encountered a shadow that did not belong in the shallow waters, a massive orca that had abandoned the hunt to seek an audience with the only beings capable of changing the course of a life. Welcome to Wild Planet 20 Ways, where we investigate the most profound and mysterious intersections of the natural world and the human experience. We are honored to have you with us for this professional exploration into the intelligence of the abyss. Before we dive into the details of this extraordinary encounter, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below telling us if you believe animals can truly understand the concept of human mercy. Your support is the engine that drives our team to document these rare glimpses into the soul of the wild. The story begins with a shadow, a dark and massive form sliding silently beneath the surface of the sea, following the rhythmic hum of a fishing boat engine. At first, the crew dismissed the presence as a common dolphin or perhaps a stray seal, but as the 20-minute mark passed, the captain realized that this was no ordinary encounter. The creature was an orca, a top-level predator that usually avoids close human contact in such a deliberate manner. It did not breach, it did not play, and it did not dive away into the deep. It remained glued to the side of the hull, moving with a slow and calculated precision that suggested it was waiting for the right moment to be seen. As the crew leaned over the railing, they saw the massive dorsal fin break the surface with a stillness that was unnerving. This was a lone hunter far from the safety of a pod, and yet it showed no signs of distress or fear. Instead, it seemed to be presenting its back to the men on deck. One of the sailors noticed a strange mass tangled near the fin, something that did not belong to the anatomy of the whale. It was not seaweed, and it was not a natural growth. It was a tangled clump of synthetic mesh, a remnant of human industry that had become a parasitic burden on the back of the sea monarch. The tension on the boat was palpable as the captain gripped his binoculars to get a better look at the situation unfolding in the transparent water. What he saw caused the blood to drain from his face. Within the tangled net on the back of the orca was a living, breathing entity, a small sea lion pup trapped in the webbing and struggling for air. This was a biological impossibility in the mind of any witness. An orca, which is known as the wolf of the sea, should have viewed a sea lion pup as nothing more than a source of nutrients. Yet here was a titan of the deep carrying its natural prey like a precious cargo, seeking a solution that its own teeth and fins could not provide. This was the beginning of a rescue operation that would blur the lines between species. The crew began to move with a quiet focus, realizing that the orca was leading them in circles, intentionally keeping its back exposed to allow the humans to reach the trapped animal. It was a tactical display of trust that had never been documented in such a direct way. The orca was not just asking for help, it was coordinating a multi-species intervention. As the boat slowed to a crawl, the predator allowed the vessel to come within centimeters of its powerful body, a zone where a single flip of the tail could have sent the entire crew into the freezing water. We are truly grateful that you are following this incredible journey with us on Wild Planet XOX. If you find this demonstration of animal intelligence and empathy as moving as we do, please hit the like button and share this story with other nature enthusiasts. Your engagement is vital for us to continue bringing these atmospheric and professional documentaries to the world stage. As the first hooks and knives were prepared to cut through the heavy netting, the orca remained perfectly still. It was an act of total surrender to the hands of a species that often brings only noise and danger to the marine world. But in this moment, the human hands were the only tools that could sever the bonds of the trap. The air was silent, except for the heavy breathing of the whale and the frantic movements of the pup. The rescue was about to enter its most delicate phase, where a single mistake could injure both the orca and the sea lion. The journey into the mind of the Ocean King has only just begun, and the revelations we are about to uncover will change your perception of the wild forever. Stay with us as we continue to explore the mysteries of the blue frontier. The truth of the abyss is waiting, and the next chapter will reveal the final moments of this historic encounter. Keep your eyes on the horizon and stay safe as we continue this professional investigation on Wild Planet XOX. The rescue operation began in a silence so thick it felt as though the ocean itself was holding its breath to witness a miracle of cooperation. Every member of the crew stood at their stations with a sense of gravity that transcended a typical day at sea. They were no longer just fishermen or sailors. They had become surgeons of the sea, tasked with performing a delicate intervention on a patient that could easily crush them with a single movement. The Orca, a 3,000-kilogram marvel of muscle and intelligence, stayed remarkably level with the hull, its eye fixed on the humans above in a gaze that seemed to communicate a deep and ancient patience. We are continuing this professional investigation on Wild Planet Techs, descending deeper into the mysteries of interspecies communication and the complex ethics of the wild. If you are captivated by this display of profound trust in the thin line between predator and prey, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below. We want to know, do you think the orca understood the concept of human tools? Or was this a desperate act of instinct? Your support allows our team to maintain the high standards of documentation that these incredible moments deserve. Using long-handled gaffs and sharpened blades, the sailors reached out over the gunwale. The synthetic netting was thick and stubborn, the kind of commercial debris that haunts the currents of the Pacific for decades. It had wrapped itself around the base of the orca's dorsal fin and formed a tight pocket where the sea lion pup was pinned. The pup was exhausted, its fur matted, and its eyes wide with a terror that was slowly being replaced by the lethargy of near drowning. As the first blade touched the rope, the orca let out a long, low vibration that shook the hull of the boat. Not a sound of aggression, but a signal of acknowledgement. The crew worked with a precision that was almost surgical. They had to cut the lines without nicking the sensitive skin of the whale or injuring the fragile body of the pup. Seconds felt like hours as the thickest cords were severed one by one. Each time a section of the net fell away, the orca would adjust its position by a fraction of a centimeter, assisting the humans in reaching the deeper knots. This level of cooperation is virtually unheard of in the history of marine biology. It suggests a spatial awareness and a capacity for strategic thinking that places the orca in a cognitive category shared by very few beings on this planet. As the final strand of the net was sliced through, the heavy clump of mesh began to slide off the orca's back. The sea lion pup, suddenly free from its synthetic cage, tumbled into the water with a weak splash. For a moment, there was a collective gasp on the boat as everyone expected the orca to turn and strike its natural prey. But the laws of the wild seemed to be suspended on this day in April 2026. The orca did not open its jaws. It did not lunge. Instead, it used its massive snout to gently nudge the pup toward the surface, ensuring the small creature could take its first clear breath of air in what must have been hours. We are truly honored that you have joined us for this atmospheric journey on Wild Planet X2X. If you find the complexity of the marine mind as fascinating as we do, please hit the like button and share this story with your community. Your engagement is the vital link that keeps our professional mission alive and allows us to explore the furthest reaches of the natural world. The pup, realizing it was no longer a prisoner or a target, began to swim with newfound strength toward a nearby rocky outcrop, where a colony of its own kind was visible in the distance. The orca watched the small figure go, its massive body still lingering near the boat, as if it were waiting for the humans to finish their work. The synthetic net was pulled onto the deck of the vessel, a pile of evidence of the impact our industry has on the silent world beneath the waves. The crew looked at the pile and then back at the whale, realizing they had just participated in a historical event that would be discussed by scientists for years to come. As the orca finally prepared to depart, it made one final slow circle around the boat. It rose slightly out of the water, its blowhole releasing a powerful spray of mist that caught the morning light. It was a gesture of closure, a final introduction before returning to the vast and mysterious abyss. The predator of the deep had sought help from the masters of the surface, and in that exchange, a bridge had been built across the divide of millions of years of evolution. The boat remained stationary for a long time, the crew silent as they watched the black and white fin fade into the silver horizon. Stay with us as we move into the next chapter, where we will examine the scientific data collected from this area and how the acoustic signatures of this specific orca might reveal a much larger pattern of learned behavior. The secrets of the deep are unfolding, and the journey on Wild Planet X2X is only getting more profound. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves for the return of the monarchs. The departure of the orca was not a disappearance, but a transition into the realm of legend, where the data of the physical world meets the profound mysteries of the spirit. In the year 2026, the scientific community is racing to understand how a top-tier predator could override its most basic hunting instincts to become a vessel of salvation for its own prey. This is the third stage of our professional investigation on Wild Planet PIHWAGs, where we analyze the acoustic signatures and the social memory of the orca pods that patrol these specific coastal corridors. We are continuing this deep descent into the heart of the Blue Frontier here on Wild Planet XTX. We are honored to have such a dedicated audience of explorers following this historic narrative. If you are amazed by the strategic brilliance and the emotional depth of the ocean pings, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and share this documentary. We want to hear from you in the comments below. Do you think this orca had a previous positive experience with humans, or was this a spontaneous act of genius? Your support is the vital force that allows our professional team to continue this mission. In the weeks following the rescue, marine biologists deployed a series of hydrophones in the area where the encounter took place. They discovered a unique vocal pattern, a series of complex pulsed calls and whistles that had never been recorded in this region before. These sounds were not the aggressive vocalizations used during a hunt, but a rhythmic low-frequency song that seemed to carry for hundreds of kilometers through the deep water channels. Some experts believe this was a signal of distress that turned into a signal of gratitude, a way for the orca to broadcast the success of the human intervention to other members of its far-reaching social network. The intelligence of the orca is rooted in a brain that has been evolving for millions of years, specifically to navigate the complexities of social life and environmental challenges. They possess a massive paralimbic system, an area of the brain dedicated to processing emotions and social connections that is even more developed than that of a human. In the year 2026, we are beginning to realize that their culture is not just about survival, but about a shared set of ethics and traditions. If one orca learns that humans can provide a unique type of assistance, that knowledge is passed down through generations until it becomes a part of the collective wisdom of the pod. This specific orca, which the crew named the Silent Guardian, appears to belong to a transient population that moves between the deep-sea trenches and the coastal shelves. These transients are usually known for their silent hunting style and their extreme efficiency as predators. For such an animal to break its silence and approach a loud mechanical vessel is a testament to the level of calculated risk it was willing to take. It understood that the danger of the boat was less than the danger of the net, and it made a choice that reflects a level of self-awareness that few species on this planet can claim to possess. We are truly grateful for your presence as we uncover these layers of the marine mind on Wild Planet X2X. If you believe that the protection of these intelligent beings is a moral imperative for our civilization, please hit the like button and share this professional documentary with your fellow nature enthusiasts. Your engagement helps us bring the most accurate and atmospheric stories of the wild to a global stage. The sea lion pup, which was seen safe on the rocks just hours after the rescue, serves as a living testament to this anomaly. In any other circumstance, it would have been a meal. But on this day in April 2026, it was a catalyst for a new understanding of the natural world. The orca did not just save a life, it saved our belief that there is a common language of mercy that exists beneath the waves. As we look at the pile of synthetic netting recovered from the ocean, we are reminded of our responsibility to the silent world that has just spoken to us in a voice we can no longer ignore. The journey on Wild Planet 56 is reaching a new level of intensity as we prepare to look at the global impact of this event and how it is changing the way we manage our marine protected areas. Stay with us as we continue to explore the secrets of the deep and the incredible beings that call it home. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves for the return of the monarchs. The impact of this single interaction has rippled through the global scientific community, forcing a total reassessment of how we define the relationship between top-tier predators and the human industry that shares their home. In the year 2026, the story of the Silent Guardian has become a cornerstone of marine ethics, proving that the ocean is not just a collection of resources, but a neighborhood of high-functioning intelligences. This is the fourth stage of our professional investigation on Wild Planet TextFX, where we explore the global consequences of a single act of mercy in the deep. Welcome back to Wild Planet XIX. We are continuing our journey into the blue frontier, where the secrets of the deep are finally being laid bare. If you are moved by the idea that we share this planet with beings that may understand us better than we understand them, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below. We want to know, do you think this event marks a new era of cooperation between humans and orcas? Your engagement is the lifeblood of our professional mission, allowing us to bring these atmospheric stories to light. Across the globe, from the research stations in Antarctica to the policy offices in London, the footage of the orca presenting its back to the fishermen is being analyzed frame by frame. Marine sociologists are pointing to the fact that orcas possess a specialized part of the brain called the spindle cells, which are associated with high-level social organization, empathy, and the intuition of others' feelings. In the year 2026, we are beginning to hypothesize that the orca did not just see the humans as tools, but as a species capable of understanding a moral plea. This suggests a level of interspecies theory of mind that was previously thought to be impossible outside of primates. The economic and political fallout of this event is equally significant. In response to the rescue, several international maritime organizations have proposed the Silent Guardian Act. This legislation aims to create mandatory quiet zones in known orca migratory paths and to fund the rapid removal of abandoned fishing gear, known as ghost nets, which currently account for over 10% of all marine litter. The year 2026 is becoming a turning point where the intelligence of a whale is finally dictating the laws of human commerce. We are learning that protecting the ocean is not just about saving fish. It is about respecting the citizens of a civilization that was old when ours was still in its infancy. In the coastal towns near where the rescue occurred, a new culture of respect has taken root. Local fishers who once viewed orcas as competitors for their catch are now reporting their sightings to research databases, acting as citizen scientists to help track the movements of the Silent Guardian and its pod. There is a sense of pride in the community, a feeling that they have been chosen to act as the hands of the ocean. This shift in perspective is the true legacy of the encounter. It shows that when we stop seeing the wild as a threat, we open ourselves up to a partnership that can heal the planet. We are truly honored to have you with us on Wild Planet TextFX as we document these historical shifts in our relationship with nature. If you find these professional insights into the future of our oceans as inspiring as we do, please hit the like button and share this documentary. Your participation is what allows our team to stay in the field and capture the raw reality of the natural world. The sea lion pup, now fully recovered and integrated back into its colony, is a living symbol of this new alliance. In the wild, there are no wasted opportunities, and a meal is usually a matter of life and death. Yet the choice made by the orca in 2026 has created a narrative that defies the cold logic of biology. It reminds us that even in the dark and crushing depths of the abyss, there is a capacity for kindness that can bridge the gap between the surface and the sea. Stay with us as we move into the next chapter, where we will examine the ancient myths of orcas as guides for lost sailors and how those stories are being validated by the events of today. The journey on Wild Planet TextFX is reaching its most profound point, and the secrets of the deep are more beautiful than we ever imagined. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves for the return of the monarchs. The deep history of our species is intertwined with the shadows of the orca, a being that our ancestors recognized as a bridge between the physical world and the spirit realm. In the year 2026, we are discovering that the ancient myths of orcas acting as guardians and guides were not mere fantasies created by frightened mariners, but accurate accounts of a cross-species partnership that has existed for thousands of years. This is the fifth stage of our professional inquiry on Wild Planet TextFX, where the folklore of the past meets the hard data of the present to reveal a shocking truth about our place in the marine hierarchy. We are honored to continue this journey through the blue frontier with you on Wild Planet TextFX. As we explore the ancient roots of the orca legacy, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment with the word guardian. We want to know if you believe these creatures have a spiritual purpose in our world, or if they are simply masters of biological logic. Your engagement is what allows our professional team to maintain the high standards of storytelling that the wild deserves. In the year 2026, archaeologists working on the coast of British Columbia uncovered a series of stone petroglyphs that are over 4,000 years old. These carvings depict a massive black and white whale lifting a human figure out of the water, a scene that mirrors the rescue of the sea lion pup we witnessed in April 2026. The oral traditions of the Haida and Tlingit people speak of the orca as a chief of the undersea world, a being that possesses its own houses, its own laws, and a deep sense of justice. They believed that the orca would punish those who mistreated the sea and reward those who acted with respect. What we once viewed as simple mythology is now being seen as a sophisticated ethical framework that recognized the orca's cognitive depth long before modern science. This historical validation extends across the globe to the shores of Australia. In the year 2026, researchers revisited the records of the Killers of Eden, a pod of orcas that famously worked with human whalers in the 19th and early 20th centuries. These orcas would alert the humans to the presence of whales and even help to herd them into the bay in exchange for the tongue and lips of the catch. This was a professional contract between two different species, built on a foundation of mutual benefit and complex communication. It proves that the orca's decision to approach the fishing boat in 2026 was not a random event, but the continuation of a long history of seeking out human partners to solve complex problems. The biological basis for these ancient stories lies in the orca's culture. Unlike most animals, orcas do not rely solely on instinct. They rely on learned behavior that is passed down through maternal lines. In the year 2026, we have confirmed that certain pods have a specific tradition of interacting with humans, a knowledge base that is as distinct as a human language or a regional cuisine. When the silent guardian approached the boat to save the pup, it was likely following a cultural protocol that had been established by its ancestors centuries ago. It was an act of cultural continuity, a sign that the ancient pact between humans and orcas is still alive in the deep. We are truly grateful for your presence as we uncover these layers of history and biology on Wild Planet XDX. If you find this connection between our ancestors and the monarchs of the deep as profound as we do, please hit the like button and share this professional documentary with your community. Your support is the vital force that allows us to explore the furthest reaches of the natural world. The recovery of the sea lion pup and the subsequent departure of the orca represent a modern chapter in this ancient book. In the year 2026, we are no longer looking at the ocean as a resource to be conquered, but as a civilization to be respected. The orca did not just seek help, it reminded us of a time when we were more connected to the rhythms of the earth. It challenged us to reclaim our role as the hands of the surface world, capable of mending the damage that our industry has caused to the silent world below. Stay with us as we move into the next chapter, where we will examine the global response to the silent guardian and how modern technology is being used to track and protect this extraordinary individual. The journey on Wild Planet XDX is reaching its most critical moment, and the secrets of the deep are finally coming into focus. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves for the return of the monarchs. The technological horizon of 2026 has provided humanity with a new set of eyes to peer into the abyss. And what we are seeing is a world of calculated intelligence that challenges our very definition of consciousness. As the story of the Silent Guardian spread across the global network, a massive professional effort was launched to monitor the safety of this specific orca without interfering in its natural life. This is the sixth stage of our investigation on Wild Planet XDX, where the cutting edge of human innovation is used to protect the ancient monarchs of the deep. We are continuing our journey through the blue frontier here on Wild Planet XDX, and we are truly grateful for the thousands of explorers who have joined us for this narrative. If you are inspired by the way technology can be used to serve the wild, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below. We want to know, do you think satellite tracking is a form of protection or an invasion of the orca's privacy? Your interaction is the professional heartbeat of our channel, allowing us to bring these stories of the world to a global audience. In the year 2026, researchers deployed a series of non-invasive thermal imaging drones to track the Silent Guardian as it moved north into the colder currents of the Pacific. Unlike traditional tagging methods that require a physical attachment to the animal, these drones use high-resolution sensors to identify the unique heat signature and dorsal fin shape of the individual from over 500 meters in the air. This allowed scientists to confirm that the orca's skin had healed perfectly from the abrasions caused by the synthetic netting. It also revealed that the Silent Guardian had successfully reunited with its maternal pod, a group of 7 individuals that were seen traveling in a tight, protective formation. The data gathered from these drones has provided a shocking insight into the social structure of the transient pods. In 2026, we observed that when the Silent Guardian returned to the group, the other members engaged in a series of tactile interactions, rubbing their pectoral fins against the individual for hours. This behavior, known as social grooming, is believed to be a way of reinforcing bonds and sharing the stress of the encounter. The pod did not just accept the return of their member, they seemed to celebrate it, moving in a synchronized dance that created massive wakes on the surface of the quiet sea. Furthermore, the acoustic sensors on the drones captured a series of low-frequency pulses that were being shared between the pod members. In the year 2026, linguistic experts using advanced neural networks discovered that these sounds contained a higher level of complexity than standard hunting calls. It was as if the Silent Guardian was recounting the events of the rescue to the rest of the group. This suggests that the experience of human mercy was not just an individual memory, but was being converted into a collective lesson for the entire pod. We are witnessing the birth of a new cultural tradition, one where humans are no longer viewed only as a source of noise and danger, but as a potential ally in times of crisis. We are honored that you have stood by us during this atmospheric investigation on Wild Planet WXYX. If you find these scientific breakthroughs as fascinating as we do, please hit the like button and share this professional documentary with your fellow nature enthusiasts. Your support ensures that our team can continue to bridge the gap between human technology and the mysteries of the deep. As the Silent Guardian and its family move into the protected waters of the northern sanctuaries, we are left with a profound sense of hope. In 2026, the ocean has spoken to us through the actions of its most intelligent inhabitant, and we have responded with the best of our own ingenuity. The bridge that was built on that fishing boat in April is being reinforced by every satellite pulse and every drone flight that seeks to ensure the safety of these kings. Stay with us as we move into the final chapters of this journey, where we will explore the long-term impact of the Silent Guardian on global marine policy and what the future holds for the next generation of orcas and humans. The journey on Wild Planet WXYX is reaching its most profound point, and the secrets of the deep are finally being laid bare. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves for the return of the monarchs. The global shift in marine policy that followed the rescue of 2026 has transformed the coastal waters of the Pacific into a sanctuary where the laws of man are finally aligned with the needs of the monarchs. In April 2026, the Government of Canada and several international partners announced the most stringent vessel management measures in history, expanding the approach distance for these endangered citizens to 1,000 meters. This is the 7th stage of our professional investigation on Wild Planet WXYX, where we witness how the individual act of a single orca has forced a total restructuring of human maritime law. We are reaching the final stages of our odyssey through the blue frontier here on Wild Planet WXYX, and we are truly grateful for the community of explorers who have stood by us. If you believe that these new laws are a necessary step to protect the ancient intelligence of our oceans, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below. We want to know, do you think a 1,000-meter buffer zone is enough, or should we close these waters to all traffic entirely? Your engagement allows our professional team to continue documenting the intersection of human policy and the raw reality of the wild. In the year 2026, the implementation of these mandatory speed-restricted zones has turned the Swiftsure Bank and the waters off Saturna Island into a quiet zone where the acoustic fog of the 21st century is finally beginning to lift. For the first time in decades, the southern resident and transient pods can communicate across vast distances without the interference of commercial engines. This silence is not just a comfort, it is a biological necessity that allows the orcas to coordinate their hunts and maintain the complex social bonds that we saw in action during the rescue of the sea lion pup. The ocean is becoming a place of clarity where the signature whistles of the kings can once again echo through the deep. Furthermore, the year 2026 has seen the introduction of area-based fishing closures specifically designed to support the availability of prey. In the wake of the Silent Guardian incident, scientists have argued that a well-fed orca is more likely to exhibit the high-level social and empathetic behaviors that captivated the world. By protecting the Chinook salmon and other vital resources, we are ensuring that the monarchs of the deep have the energy they need to continue their roles as the ultimate regulators of the marine ecosystem. We are finally learning that we cannot protect a species without protecting the entire web of life that sustains it. The enforcement of these new regulations is being handled by a coalition of international coast guards and transport agencies using the same high-resolution drone technology that we explored in previous chapters. In 2026, any vessel that breaches the 1,000-meter barrier is immediately identified and fined. A system that has led to a 90% reduction in human interference in key foraging areas. It is a moment of professional accountability where the rights of the marine citizens are finally being upheld with the same vigor as human property rights. The orca is no longer just a subject of study, it is a stakeholder in the global economy. We are truly honored that you have joined us for this comprehensive look at the future of our oceans on Wild Planet X. If you find these developments in marine conservation as vital as we do, please hit the like button and share this professional documentary with those who care about the legacy of our planet. Your support is the engine that keeps our mission alive as we navigate the complexities of the modern wild. As the Silent Guardian moves through these newly protected corridors, we see a creature that is no longer burdened by the noise and the dangers of the past. It moves with a heavy grace, its every breath a testament to the resilience of life and the capacity for change in both the human and animal worlds. The year 2026 will be remembered as the year we finally listened to the silence of the deep and found a way to honor the monarchs who have ruled it for millions of years. Stay with us for the final chapter of our journey, where we will look at the global legacy of the orca rescue and what it means for the next generation of human explorers. The journey on Wild Planet X is reaching its most profound conclusion, and the secrets of the deep are finally being laid bare. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Stay safe and keep watching the waves for the return of the monarchs. The final horizon of our journey brings us to a truth that is as profound as it is humbling, because in the year 2026, we have realized that the orca is not just an inhabitant of the ocean, but its most sophisticated moral architect. They are the weavers of an invisible social fabric that connects the smallest rocky outcrop to the deepest oceanic trench. As we conclude this professional investigation on Wild Planet X, we must recognize that the legacy of the Silent Guardian is not a static history, but a living, breathing evolution that is happening right now beneath the waves. Welcome to the 8th and final chapter of our odyssey on Wild Planet X. We have followed the clicks and whistles of the ocean masters across the globe to bring you this definitive look at their future. If you have been moved by the depth and mystery of the orca world, please subscribe to our channel and share this final story with someone who needs to see the power of the wild. What is the most shocking thing you have learned about marine intelligence during this series? We invite you to leave your final thoughts in the comments below, as your interaction is the heartbeat of our professional mission. In the year 2026, the focus of marine science has shifted from mere observation to a radical new form of communication. Researchers are now using artificial intelligence to translate the pulse patterns of the transient pods in real time. This breakthrough has revealed that orcas do not just have names for themselves, but names for the locations they inhabit and the specific human vessels they encounter. A single series of clicks can warn a pod of a lurking ghost net or guide them to a hidden current that will carry them to a feeding ground. We are no longer just looking at animals, we are listening to a global conversation that has been happening since before the first human cities were built. The resilience of the orca is also visible in their response to the changing chemistry of the sea. As the acidity of the water fluctuates in 2026, certain pods have been observed altering their migration patterns to seek out high oxygen zones where prey is more plentiful. This is not a random movement, but a calculated response guided by the memory of the elder matriarchs who have seen these patterns change over decades. Their ability to manage their own survival in a world of shifting baselines is a testament to the power of collective intelligence. The Silent Guardian is now part of this living archive, carrying the knowledge of human mercy back into the dark depths, where it will be stored and shared for generations. But the most incredible discovery of 2026 involves the discovery of orca cultural sites. In the shallow bays of the Pacific Northwest, researchers have found specific clearings on the seafloor where generations of orcas have gathered to rub against smooth stones and sharpen their social skills. These sites are maintained over decades, showing that orcas have a sense of place and a desire to improve their environment for the next generation. They are the only creatures in the sea that deliberately maintain a physical legacy that reflects their cultural needs. We are truly honored that you have stood by us during this intense and atmospheric investigation on Wild Planet X6. If you believe that we must continue to fight for the dignity of the wild, please hit the like button one last time and share this video across your social networks. Your support ensures that our professional team can continue to bridge the gap between humanity and the mysteries of the abyss. As the sun disappears beneath the edge of the world and the ocean turns to a mirror of the stars, we see the final silhouettes of the pod. They move with a quiet confidence that comes from being the undisputed masters of their realm. They are the poets of the pressure wave, the tactical genius of the tide, and the silent guardians of a world we are only starting to understand. Their future is our future, and their survival is the ultimate test of our own humanity. The journey on Wild Planet X has reached its end, but the story of the monarchs of the deep will never truly be finished. As long as there is blue water and the sound of a whistle in the mist, the mystery remains alive. We thank you for your curiosity and your respect for the wild. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears open to the deep, and your spirit in the wild. Farewell from the heart of the abyss, and keep watching the waves for the return of the kings.